Hello, good evening. It's Friday, and Satan has taken over my Wi Fi. My Wi Fi is fine on my television, my gaming system, my iPhone, but my iPad and my Mac that I use for these things, it's not recognizing my Wi Fi. And so I may have to bounce the router, but I don't want to do that while I actually am using it. And so I'm doing this from my work laptop, which has no problem with the Wi Fi. I don't know. I'm blaming Satan because, yeah, look around. So as a result, I'm in a different part of the house. Um, yeah. So, yeah, things are just kind of, And I was thinking, oh my God, my book is on my Mac. And then I had to try to get into Dropbox on my work computer. And that was a whole other thing. So, yeah, need more GNTs. So, that actually is very fortuitous since today's chapter is I'm not as think as you drunk I am. So here we go. Well, this is our drink around the world day, so I figured a good breakfast was in order. My Italian grandmother always told me that if you eat bread when you drink, you won't get drunk. Actually, all that gets you is a fat drunk Italian. Sorry, Noni. Anyway, I'm feeling much better this morning. It would not do to have any more bad burrito moments today, so I take a deep breath and check out the otter pond. Nope, no otters this morning. We pack and head down to Roaring Forks for a quick grab and go breakfast. This is the first time I've actually eaten here, aside from the coffee thing, and it isn't bad. We had bacon, grits, a croissant, and some breakfast sandwich that gave us a nice layer of fat to act as a buffer for the oncoming booze. Very important. Hey, I have my theory for long-term booze management, and I'm sticking to it. We head off to the bus and are on our way. Since we're making 2 trips to Epcot on this trip, I did not want to risk riding Mission Space before drinking mass amounts of booze. Roger has been jonesing to try Mission Space, but today is not the day. I drag him onto the silver golf ball, the giant silver, also known as Spaceship Earth, for a journey into communication. It was a nice, relaxing way to start the day. He thinks it's a big waste of time. Roger's comment on this centerpiece ride is, it's a nice way to get out of the heat or rain. Other than that, Disney should have turned it into a restaurant and bar. Noted. Roger does not like the golf ball ride. Roger wants to go on Mission Space. We take a nice leisurely stroll over to World Showcase. This is the best part of Epcot. Around a massive man-made lake are various countries of the world. Each country's pavilion has architecture iconic to that country, stores, table and counter service eateries, and a ride or attraction/exhibit. Now, some countries sponsor their own pavilions, and they are staffed completely by natives from each country who travel there on a 1-year visa. Most are majoring in the hospitality industry in their countries of origin. While Canada and then England are the first countries on the right side of the lake, we are starting in France for the beginning of our pub crawl so we can go around the lake and end up in England. The Food and Wine Festival is going on, so I have a plan. We will have 1 drink and 1 food item per country. Keep food in your stomach, keep your pace, drink 1 cup of water for every drink, and you won't be so trashed. That is the plan. It's 11 a.m., overcast, but not too chilly. The drizzle is keeping the crowds down, which is a good thing. A light mist is clinging to the mini Eiffel Tower that marks the entrance to the French Pavilion. I started with a nice light Chardonnay, and Roger had some red wine, since we have determined French girls have no idea how to pull a beer. It was all just head. Stop. Do not go there. I also had a creme brulee, which was substandard. You would think that the French, or the French, would make creme brulee in their sleep. Obviously not. I should have stuck with the items from the bakery. Morocco flew by in a perfumed haze of sweet wine, baklava, and lemon chicken. The buildings in Morocco are so beautiful. We were told the construction was overseen by the king's architect himself. There are alleyways, courtyards, fountains, and a little open-air bazaar. It's kind of like Aladdin, only better. The lack of sand worming its way into my shoes is refreshing in these mosaiced courtyards. There is no poverty, pickpockets, or prostitutes, and you can drink the water. I just want to sit here for a while and take it all in, but Roger keeps reminding me that we have a drinking schedule to keep. Next door is Japan, with its torii gate, temples, and huge department store filled with various kinds of soul-sucking, incomprehensible stuffed animals with large eyes and vacant expressions. We picked up 2 orders of cold sake and seared ahi tuna to eat. The Japanese pavilion has always been very tranquil, especially when you're starting to get a little fuzzy in the head. Well, we have drunk our way through 3 countries pretty quick, I say within an hour to an hour and a half, and we are now at the American Pavilion. I'm feeling lightheaded. Roger is feeling no effects. I have a Behringer Chardonnay, and Roger has a Ravenswood Cab. I also get some lobster and corn chowder, which is wonderful. Roger runs off to bum a cigarette since he forgot his and is having withdrawals, and I call one of my friends. Now, I'm realizing that I'm starting to lose control of my booze car. It's one of those, I love you, man, calls. My friend Ruthie really wishes she would have saved it so she could blackmail me later. I don't think I was very drunk, just happy. Yep, we were happy. Off to Italy. Looking back, I can see Italy is where my writing started to go downhill. I'm making notes in my Moleskine on our experiences, and the letters are starting to bend in strange ways like a crazy dance. I have a Bellini, and Roger has an Italian margarita made with grappa and limoncello. I buy a cannoli and make more notes. Roger barely has a buzz. Me? I have a definite buzz, but a buzz with cat-like reflexes, as I proved when the wind nearly knocked over my plastic Bellini glass and I caught it in the nick of time. There would be no booze wasted on my watch. Oh, God damn it. No, Sparta. No. This is not lap time. No. You're there. Our next trip on the booze train is Germany. He is going to jump up here. I know he is. He's lucky that that can was empty and did not have water in it anymore. Now he's sitting with his butt to me and pouting, and he still has the tea towel over his head. Damn it. Sorry. Okay, back to Epcot. Our next stop on the booze train is Germany. The Germans are very friendly. The Germans want us to drink more. They smile and ply us with beer and sausages and papa music. I stay away from those liquid agents of Satan, Jägermeister and Goldschlager. Did I mention that my dad gave me a shot of Jägermeister when I was little to get me to throw up when I was sick? It worked. Only had to do it once, and I've never touched the stuff again as an adult. The whole name just equates to hurl for me. Indeed, oh, wait, I have something special. I have. Wait for it. Stay there. Wait, it was in here. I knew it was in here. It has to be in here. Where is it? Aha! It's back here. Okay. Germany. Instead, I take shots of Kleiner Fingling, or however you pronounce it. It means little coward in German. And it is a yummy fig vodka. It sounds weird. I know, but it is so good. So you can kind of see most of it's gone. It's called Little Coward because it has 10% less alcohol compared to other vodka. I don't care. I'm in love. It's awesome. The weather is starting to change. The clouds are getting darker, and the winds are picking up a bit. We will not be deterred. We end up drinking at the Australian pavilion. Technically, this is a bonus country, as it isn't one of the permanent pavilions in Epcot. This is just a temporary area set up for Food and Wine Festival, and it is now 2:30. We are 3.5 hours and 7 drinks in. I have wine. Roger has wine. We also nosh on lamb and beef tenderloin. Roger is still sober. I am drunk. I talk to strangers. I have in-depth conversations I can't recall. I wouldn't have remembered that, but I jotted it down in my notebook. Quote, I told people stuff I can't remember. That is how my writing looks to me. I now decide that Roger needs to drink 2 drinks in every country because he weighs more than me and it isn't fair. We trek to China where it starts to drizzle. I have plum wine and dan dan noodles and peanut sauce. They're cold, but they're supposed to be cold. Frankly, I wouldn't notice if they were worms at this point. I'm just shoveling anything in my face and chewing. Norway is beckoning, and I need Kringla Bakery in the worst way. I get a rice cream, so good, with Viking coffee. What is Viking coffee? Okay, it's not traditional Norwegian coffee. It's Disney Norwegian coffee, but still, it counts. It is coffee, Bailey's, and Frangelico. Kringla's beer, okay, that is Norwegian. The line for Maelstrom boat ride is starting to grow because people want to get out of the rain. Roger is now officially buzzed. We decided to wait for our next Epcot day to ride this ride. It's fun, but it's cutting into precious drinking time. I'm still insisting to my trip diary that I am not drunk, but buzzed. My writing is pretty sloppy. I buy some weird candy, and we push on to Mexico. Here is my notebook transcript. Mexico. Add 2 gishness and potato bacon thing. Roger went to pee, so I got to write. I bit my lip and didn't scream because I am drunk and didn't quite feel it. Yeah, that about sums it up, although why I was drinking Guinness in Mexico is beyond me. I honestly don't remember. The main feature of the Mexico Pavilion is a giant pyramid. Inside the pyramid is a market on the edge of a boat river ride with a restaurant as well. I am completely sorority girl drunk at this point. I stumble through the market, weaving through the stalls, stores, and staring gape-mouthed at the mini volcano on the other side of the river. It belches smoke and fake lava in response. Roger and I got separated, so I ran around yelling, Marco, waiting for him to answer with, Polo, I guess he didn't play that game as a kid. We didn't buy anything here, thank God. I will tell you about my real Mexico drunk story and purchasing things at another time. I was having, oh, I wrote about it. I was having flashbacks to the last time I was drunk on shore leave in Ensenada from a cruise ship. Back then, I was even more trashed. Bought a margarita glass only to discover when I got home that it was very short and it kind of tilted to one side. I still say they switched it on me when I wasn't looking. I never would have bought that. Yeah, I know. It's starting to get dark and starting to rain. We slog over to Canada where I buy some walnut maple fudge and get some Molson Gold beer. Let's face it, Canada really isn't good in the booze department. We also buy some potato chips with malt and vinegar. We sit in the rain and eat them. We're getting all wet and we don't care. Ponchos are for pussies. There, I said it. Only the weak and sober wear ponchos, so saith the strong and drunk. A little soggy but in high spirits, we head over to the end of the line, the Rose and Crown pub. Due to the rain, everyone was moving inside. Okay, we are now officially loaded. We share the bar with an equally drunk couple. The drunk guy and I lecture the bartender about this moron who is sitting at the bar with his kids. The kids are sitting at the bar. Dude, I don't care if this is Disney World. You are still in the state of Florida. My dad would have kicked my ass if I would have done this. This guy needs to know what a poor excuse for a parent he is. Yep. Fear the drunks walking in the rain sans ponchos. He finally gets the point and moves his kids from the bar stools over to a table where they belong. Damn, I feel so self-righteous and wet and indignant, and I'm having a blast. I drank a Guinness because I like 'em and had to suffer through some 8-year-olds singing the worst karaoke on the planet. Honestly, I can't believe I made it through 12 countries and 12 drinks. After all that boozy excitement, I need a rest. So I shared with my new bar friends a few of my anecdotes from today. Between drinks, I just love to people watch and eavesdrop. Hey, you would never believe some of the things I hear. Here's some of my favorite bits we overheard that I jotted down, and I'm going to call this, quote, stupid shit people say. Overheard in Canada. Okay, this one wasn't so bad. Maybe that's why it's just the first. One lady saying to another, I didn't know Anne of Green Gables was from Canada. Where did you think Prince Edward Island was anyway? Jersey? Overheard in Italy. Dude number 1 to friend with glass of wine. Is that vino? Dude number 2. No, it's red. Overheard in Mexico. 16-year-old American male. Hola, ¿cómo estás? That's French, isn't it? 16-year-old American female. No, that's like Hawaiian. I'm not making these up either. Overheard in Canada. Young woman number 1. Did you know they have rides with dinosaurs? Young man number 1. Dinosaurs aren't real. Young woman number 2. Yes, they are. Cavemen used to ride them. I fear for our future. Side note, again, that was in 2014. Now here we are. Yeah, people are that stupid. So, okay, we have been drinking for 8 hours and I'm done now. We have drunk all we can and not hurl. We have shopped, we have eaten, we are wet. We head back to the lodge for a little R&R and some Magic Kingdom fireworks. It was great just to hang out in the balcony, in the quiet open air, and watch the show. The Magic Kingdom was having their Halloween party, and fireworks were coupled with a bit of a light show. We were sitting down for a little quiet time when the neighbors came out on their balcony. They were new. They had just checked in that day and they were loud. They felt the need to give a running commentary while watching the fireworks show. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a big one. Wow, look at that one. Oh, wow, look at that. Yes, they're fireworks. They're large. This was starting to be annoying as people that talk just like people that talk during the movie. As if that wasn't bad enough, their 10-year-old kid starts chattering about the sonic boom the fireworks make. Listen, kid, I don't know where you went to school. The sonic boom is caused when an object moves faster than the speed of sound. Fireworks are just explosives shot into the air. Pretty and sparkly to be sure, but an explosion nonetheless. It's not a sonic boom. We had to listen to him yammer about the sonic boom for what seemed like an hour. I'm sure it was 5 minutes, but even my residual drunk could not bring me to my happy place. And I just bit my tongue. After all of our adult fun, I know the next morning was going to be very slow moving. We decided to take it easy. I don't see any roller coasters in our immediate future. And wait a minute, I thought there was more to that. No. Oh, no. Yeah, that's the end of that chapter. I thought that there was something about the fudge, but maybe that's later because I know there was a fudge thing. So tomorrow's chapter is called Wiener Sighting Off the Port Bow. As always, it said things have changed around a bit in Epcot, and I'm very sad to say that the Maelstrom ride is no longer there. It shut down probably about 5 years back, something like that, and was changed to the Frozen ride. Yeah, I still haven't managed to go on that ride. Either the line goes all the way back to, Hanford, or it's broken. So one of these days, I mean, it's not huge on my list of have to see Frozen ride. I really like the Maelstrom ride. It was very Norwegian, and I love Norway. I told my father, I said, next lifetime, we're going to be Norwegian. I'm done with this country. Norway, all the way. And I love pickle herring. So that is all from me here in District 1. Have a lovely evening. And as always, may the odds be ever in your favor.